Today on The Young and the Restless, Noah can't remember the accident. Detective Burrows grills Sienna, and Claire's shocked by Holden's story. Sitting, Holden recalls that it was in the days before he was working for Damien and was bartending at the Shadow Room. That's where he got to know Audra, who was a regular. He flashes to Audra walking in with a man who talked about owning a gallery. Supposedly, they were collaborating, with her the artist and he her patron. Claire thinks this sounds bad. Holden explains the man was trying to get her drunk, and Audra was dodging his hands, trying to get away. He intervened, and the man threatened to have Mitch Bakewell fire him. Claire hopes Audra walked away, but Holden says, not until she did something that almost ruined both our lives. Audra lifted the guy's wallet and split. Holden didn't stop her because he hated control freaks like this man. He took after her, Novak explains. That's when all hell broke loose. Holden tells Claire that Audra showed up asking for help the next day. The guy had sent goons to her place, so she wanted Holden to plant the wallet back in the bar. When the man came back for it, a cashier's check for $500,000 was missing from the wallet. Holden recalls the man berating him. You were in on it with her. Holden had no choice but to be all in at this point. Mitch got involved and tried to defend Holden, but the man was out for blood and warned that Audra would pay. That's probably when she went to another country. He didn't see her again until Genoa City. Claire asks if she ever admitted to stealing the check. Holden thinks that's a given. He mentions that back then she was known as Audra Cortez. Claire asks the gallery owner's name, but Holden won't tell her. At the Shadow Room, Mitch finds Detective Burrows sitting at the bar. I guess things didn't work out the way things planned, did they? Mitch shushes him. Sienna appears and Mitch introduces her, and she learns he's another one with questions about the night of Noah's accident. Sienna explains Noah's parents are trying to piece together the events of that night. He left there around midnight. Burrows asks how Sharon and Nick knew their son had been there. Sienna explains she called Noah's phone. Mitch asks why. Sienna explains she had his information because they were going into business. When Burrows asks if she recalls what time Noah left, she exclaims, "Are you accusing me of having something to do with the crash?" At the hospital, Nick is reunited with Noah, who is keen to get out of the bandages, and reveals that he doesn't remember what happened. Nick tells him it was just a car accident. They were hoping he could tell them how it happened. Noah apologizes and expresses his love to his parents. In the waiting area, Sharon joins Victoria and Nikki, who are getting an update from the doctor. She explains that Noah can't remember anything about the accident. She's told it's normal. Soon, they're all in with Noah, teasing him about a family reunion. Nick announces he has to go take care of something. Privately, Sharon tells Nick she's sick that Noah met Matt Clark. He needs to get answers, but warns her not to tell Nikki and Victoria yet. They puzzle over Clark's endgame, and then Nick takes off. Nikki and Victoria rejoin Sharon and hope the detective is doing his job. Sharon complains he hasn't showed up since that first night. Nikki's sure Victor will get to the bottom of this. Sharon keeps her lips sealed about Matt Clark, but Nikki can see she believes he's in danger. At the hospital, Nikki and Victoria grill Sharon about where Nick went for answers. Sharon shrugs that he's cautious with what he shares so as to not upset anyone. Talk turns to Claire and Holden. Victoria worries that she doesn't know anything about Holden and hopes she doesn't get in over her head. In Claire's room, Holden thinks she wants to know the gallery owner's name so she can hold this over Audra. Claire, grinning, pretends she hadn't thought of that. Holden declares that it's best he doesn't say the guy's name. He then explains that Audra eventually sent him $100,000 cash as a thank you. He kept it. If she goes down, he goes down too. At the Shadow Room, Nick sneaks in and listens as Detective Burrows asks Sienna where she lives. She's not interested in telling him, but Mitch booms, Malibu Canyon. Burrows notes the accident took place near there. Sienna suggests Noah was going to see Mitch, who reminds them he was out of town. Burroughs leaves. Nick lurks as Mitch questions Sienna about Noah having an accident on their side of town. Nick rushes out from his hiding spot, grabs Mitch, and sucker punches him as Sienna gops.